Okay, what's up everyone? How's it going?
Hello everyone. Welcome to the grand finals of the first FFA tournament of MKCentral. So today we got Xander, K, Play, Felix, Strike, Falco X, Valor, Ramsu, Jobo, Zeeb, Teeples, and Brandon fighting for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
A huge sleeper, Ramsu. I don't know how he did it, but good stuff. Dude's insane.
So I am Rod, for those who don't know me.
Yeah, I'm Ryle.
We are going to be your commentators for today's match. It's going to be a fun time. We are going to have lots of fun.
Yeah. Xander was supposed to open in just a few minutes, but he opened a little early because Strike doesn't have so much time. So he opened a little early, so he might be getting started just a little early too.
Yeah, so it'll be 12 races as always. One winner this time though. And yeah, so whoever MVPs will.
Who do you think's gonna win, Rod? And
I mean, I don't know. From watching the previous rounds, I know Brandon has been kind of like the underdog here, but he's always been going. I know Zeeb has been doing very well as well, and I don't know. I think like he could take it home potentially. Falco X, Teeples, they've also been doing really well. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I put my money on Zeeb personally.
I don't know. I think Valor can do it. Dude's been playing out of his mind. I think he can do it.
Yeah, he has been doing really well.
Chat, who do we think is going to win? Who are your predictions, everyone?
We have almost 100 people watching.
She guys says Zeeb. Alright.
So yeah, 85 people on right now.
Apparently Zeeb's playing shirtless, so he can't lose. Alright, we're going to get started right now. Here we go. Alright.
Alright, so we are watching from the perspective of Zeeb, right?
Yeah.
Alright. So we'll see.
Good. So yeah, Cinder just said that he'll tell us and stuff, but stream can't hear him. First track, Baby Park. Dude. Felix with the huge pick right away.
What a legend. Alright, so Zeeb is starting in 7th place here on Baby Park, the best track in the game.
I think this race will kind of like set the tone for the entire thing, because whoever can take momentum out of Baby Park usually does pretty well, and whoever gets like destroyed on lap 7 usually lost the rage.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting playing it first, because a lot of the times it's like played near the end when people are just giving up, and then everyone just gets Baby Parked and they're like, oh well, rip me. But here, you know, if you do bad, you have the rest of the 11 races that you can come back, so you know it'll be interesting. And yeah, it is. I'm Rod and Royal is the
there's a blue. Zeeb has a Sherman first though. Alright, good stuff. Wonder if there'll be a shock. No, Cinder's not casting, technically. Alright, Zeeb going in the last lap. Oh, he kind of chokes the miss. Gets lucky not to get redded or dragged by play right there. Avoids all the chaos. Pulls out solid 4th place. Pretty good first race. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, not bad at all. Are you watching Zeeb stream? Or are you watching?
Yeah, I'm Zeeb.
Okay, because I'm on MKCentral stream and I'm a bit behind you.
Yeah, go to Zeeb stream.
I'll go to Zeeb stream.
Alright, I think we saw K get first place right there. Yeah, that could have been really bad for Zeeb if Play's banana lagged or he got hit by the red. Because I don't think he would have had a chance to get another item box, and he probably would have gotten like bottom 3 position.
Yeah, that is true.
Alright, we see K going with Mount Wario. Zeeb electing for Moo Meadows.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, we got a wide variety here. It's not really like in Clan Wars where you get bottom 6, you go desert. It's really like what can you play, what can you run, where where are you the best at
because most
shortcuts.
people have seen the review that he made about, I think it was picking bagging tracks and FFA and just not doing it because in Clan Wars your teammates will hit the other people and you want to keep your team up there, but in this everyone's just going to go after each other.
For sure. So yeah, Zeeb opting to go for coins. He gets both of them, so good start for him.
Gets away unscathed, stream in second. I didn't see right there. Did Joe have a red? I couldn't really tell.
I'm not completely sure. I mean, he's now drafted in Zeeb, and
yeah, Zeeb just gonna go on the green path. Stay safe from everyone.
Yeah, I mean he's doing well. He has a shroom in second here. He can take the cut and take first.
If he has a red, or if someone has a red behind him after, then he's in some trouble because he doesn't have any defense, just a coin.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he is going for cut here. He's taking that risk. It doesn't seem like... well, I mean, Joe has a green. He's dragging. And then there's someone with one...
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. So Brandon just trailed Zeeb here.
Yeah, Zeeb probably gonna hang back a little bit, try and get some shrooms.
Yeah, get to those
Play just taking the red. Felix trying to steal Zeeb's double doesn't work out.
He gets the draft though, but it puts him about the same place because he went wide.
Who's fire? Felix causing chaos. Dang, did he get hit by it again?
Felix got him twice with the fire there.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll try to pull out his greens in the cut here, or if he'll just save the shroom. Yeah, he'll go for saving the shroom.
He's gonna try and chain his shroom up here because then everyone will be out of their stars. They all just disappeared instantly. That's crazy.
He does have a star here in last with only 4 coins, but I mean, now it's the time where you got to start really pushing up, going for the boxes.
Yeah. Zeeb gets a chain off though. Gets a golden, and triple shroom's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good play. It looks like he's going to try to get to another box here.
He couldn't do it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So he should still be able to get a pretty decent spot.
Yeah, triple shrooms. I mean, you get 6th.
Yeah, maybe 8th. That's alright. Not too bad.
Yeah, not a bad race for Zeeb. Nothing too terrible happened. Nothing went wrong. He is 6th place overall, but first place is at 22 points, and he's at 14. So
yeah, fan favorites Ramsu and Valor. Not going so well. But it's okay. It's just the beginning. They can still do it.
Yeah, I mean, there's still 10 races left. I know that a lot of times, I can be worrying, and then I'll score like 2 points the first 6 races, and then I'll score like 100 points the last 6 races. So
yeah, as we've really seen so far, it all just kind of comes down to the last few races. Zeeb is clutched out, advancing through the last races a couple times.
Yeah,
He can't do it again.
Okay, going Dolphin Shoals. But it gets the Mario circuit.
These picks, Felix.
Felix decided, hey, I'll just do the tracks that not very common, and see what happens. But
Felix plays to win. That's for sure. Felix absolutely plays to win.
Yeah, and I mean, Zeeb's playing shirtless, so he's also going full out hardcore. So Zeeb is in 7th place right now and pulls a red. T-Bull's in front of him. Someone got hit by the Goomba maybe, or an item. But I mean, yeah, lots of people just getting hit. I think someone got eaten by the piranha plant earlier. Zeeb has 2 reds in 5th year. Misses the trick. That's a bit unusual to see. And the random green. No, I didn't get Brandon, but Zeeb does. Oh, he got he defended the green shell with his trail.
Just gonna go wide, try and stay away from plays backspam, but he didn't actually backspam there.
Yeah, and he gets the 10 coins as well. Falco X throwing some boomerangs, hits lots of people there.
We can see T-Bull's in first, Felix kind of holding up there on his glorious track pick. So,
Yeah.
do you think he picked this because he think that everyone else would bag and he could just stay up there in first, and he could just try and run away?
That could be a strategy, and also just like the fact that it's a less common track. If he's practiced it, then he has that advantage. And so yeah, Falco X right now up there with a shroom.
I believe that's K.
Yeah, I mean, he's gone right now.
The only thing that could
second.
mess him up is if there were shock after boxes, and then he gets double redded.
Oh, there's a blue now, so that could do something. And Zeeb got the triple shrooms. Teep's dragging a red in third, throws it, and
yeah, Zeeb avoids the red.
Yeah. Lots of shrooms here. There's going to be a mad dash for the cut. He could horn ball in the cut.
Yeah, he got him. Strike. Nice. It was really good from Zeeb.
Yeah, K getting second, Play coming in third.
No, K getting 10th.
Oh, K getting 10th.
Yeah, Xander's doing pretty well overall, holding up there.
Yeah, I mean, right now, that was race 3, 4?
That was number 3, I believe.
Alright, yeah, so, you know, still wants to go. Right now, who is in first right now, did you say?
Xander, still.
Xander's in first, nice.
Overall, but Zeeb got first.
Yeah.
In the race.
Yeah, so Zeeb will start in first. And, yeah, it'll be interesting. It's been a fun war so far with the Baby Park and Mario Circuit. Right now, it looks like, yeah, we got Dolphin Shoals.
I wonder if anyone switched to Streetle.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't see any, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough when, you know, it's not a 50% chance that it'll get picked.
Yeah, no one decided to go for it.
I'm interested to see. I know either last round or round before, K did pretty well on Dolphin Shoals. He's had world records here before, and so that'll help him out. Oh, Zeeb gets redded early on.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that red was going for him or going for someone else, and he just intercepted it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think right now, I think Felix is in first right now, and Brandon and Play are second and third, or close to around there.
Whole slew of Roys.
Yeah, you can see Felix's purple hair poking out of the mini map.
That bomb hitting like 5 people. Kind of crazy.
Bomb. It seems like he got Jelbo off the glider, unfortunately for him. 4 shrooms in 9th here for Zeeb. He'll probably just end up chaining. We got Teeples in 7th using a shroom. It looks like Felix. Yeah, no, never mind.
It's close up there. I'd say that like the top 4 are kind of breaking away a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Zeeb does have a red in his pocket here after the shroom. We'll see what he decides to do with that. Oh, he decides. Alright, so he gets rid of Falco X's trail, and there's another red.
He's kind of in a bad position now, though, if Teeples has a red, because he doesn't have any defense. Yeah.
And it seems like, Teeples has
getting
a red.
blue.
There's a blue now.
Could be Xander, who's in first. Oh, it looks like he dodged it. Alright, pretty good.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so right now, let's see. We got Xander in third, Falco X in second.
Felix in last. No, I'm just kidding. But close to last.
Yeah, Felix, something happened to him. He dropped down.
Teeples with triple reds, that's going to be really good, because he can either keep everyone behind him off him, or just advance off.
Yeah,
now he's in third.
Everyone just died there. Teeples still does have 1 red. He decides to go for the offensive and throws it.
What? That was... Oh, no.
Oh.
That was unfortunate. I mean, it's not really, like, super surprising because it happens all the time. That was really unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean...
Strike getting first, so... And Teeples taking first overall. Pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's a close top 3 here. There's actually a tie for third with 35 points for Zeeb and Xander. And then in second, we have Jobo with 36 points. And in first, we have Teeples with 37 points.
Yeah, this is really close. This is really good stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And then 5 and 6 are K and Play with 31 points and 28 points, respectively. The bottom three is also kind of close here. We have 17, 18, 19 with Brandon, Falco X, and Romsu. I mean, I think honestly, especially within this top four, like, I mean, it's within 2 points in the top four, so it's really anyone. Anyone could take it.
Yeah. I think it'll, again, come down to just the last few races.
Yeah. Brandon with the Donut Plains 3 pick here.
Felix picking Toad Pike. He just wants the, he wants the world to burn.
He is playing to win.
Alright, let's see. Romsu repicked. You can see there, but it didn't pick it. He probably would have had negative points if it picked him.
That's true. Yeah, Romsu right now is at 19 points.
Yeah. Zeeb electing to run, not really bag. Romsu's bagging. Teeple's in first. Probably Brandon up there too. I think he's a big advocate of this track.
Yeah, I mean, that top two, they're just right on top of each other. Felix does have 2 shrooms and a ghost here in 6th. And Jobo has triple shrooms right ahead of him. I mean, it'll be interesting to see. He'll probably, end up going for cut here. Then you can see how far ahead he can get, and then whether he'll just try to run away with this top 5 positions. Alright, so right now Royal is having technical difficulties, but we have Teeples in second place, and it looks like Brandon's in first. Zeeb avoids that bomb and decides to keep his shroom. The blue is going for Brandon, I'm pretty sure, is up there. And it's chaos up here. Zeeb pulls... Oh, Zeeb dodges, and he pulls triple shrooms from his boo. Looks like it's going to be an easy first for him. Brandon in second. And yeah, Zeeb just runs away with that, with the dodge and stealing those triple shrooms. It looks like Brandon is either going to get second or fourth after that. And yeah, so Brandon gets fifth. And then we have Jobo and Play coming in second and third. So Zeeb takes the MVP overall with 50 points. And we can see right now afterwards, we have Jobo 2 points behind with 48 points. A tie for third once again between Xander and Teeples with 44 points. So, yeah, right now, let's see. Z went for Wario Stadium. He's going to try to run with that. K going Grumble Volcano. Felix Thwomp Ruins, a respectable track. And then Teeples with the random. And now, that's interesting because he did finish in a top spot. So he could have, used the track pick to his advantage. But he decides to go for random. Brandon going Excite Bike, of course. Brandon is an Excite Bike fanatic, you could say. But, yeah, I mean, it's always been a close war. We are now going into Ice Ice Outpost, race 6, the halfway point. Zeeb starting in first, and Play, I think, is right behind him, as well as Xander and Teeples. So, let's see. Let's try to get a sense of the back. Yeah, so I see Jobo. Oh, yeah, so Jobo started in second there. Just saw that Waluigi poking out. He gets the draft, so he will take first. And now, let's see, plays in third. Zeeb will go for the shortcut. He misses the box. Jobo takes it, and Jobo goes for the full cut. And Zeeb is just taking the coins. He goes for the yellow path, get the double. Brandon close behind him here. Zeeb can try to get the trail. Oh, Jobo backs Zeeb with the green in first. And Zeeb goes from second to 9th place with 2 reds, though. So that could be pretty lethal for these people in the bottom spots. Romsu ahead of him is going to tank a red. Or, I think Romsu either had an item or used the wall to dodge it. That's pretty cool. Oh, that bomb, it seems like, I think it got Xander. Zeeb is still holding his red here. Oh, now he decides to get play, except play had triple bananas to avoid. And let's see, Zeeb gets the chain with the double box. Strike, shrooming up, passing Zeeb, taking 5th, play in 4th. Alright, so let's see. Play right now is in 4th. Oh, the fire comes, and Zeeb gets hit and still has all of his triple greens. That's what you call unfortunate. I don't know, you know, it's Mario Kart, triple greens fail you. But I don't know, right now Brandon is in 12th. I think Jobo is up there in 1st place. Oh, I think he might have... Oh, Jobo... Oh, never mind. Okay, Jobo just... There was some lag or something. There's the blue coming for Jobo now. And that's unfortunate for him. Meanwhile, Zeeb is in the ghost. Okay, so Zeeb gets his bullet. We'll see. I don't know. Hopefully he can get him to 6 or something. Might be a little bit behind. Let me see. Yeah, so I was a bit behind. But right now, I'm watching an advertisement for Jack Ryan. But yeah, so it seemed like Zeem finished in, I don't know, 6th or 7th or 8th or something. I think Jobo probably got 4th or 5th from that blue. I don't know the results right now, but at the halfway point, we'll see soon. Zeeb decides to go and pick. All right, Cheap Beach, and we have Felix going Water Park. I always love the Felix picks. It's a great time. And it'll pick, it seems like... Alright, so it goes with Warrior Stadium. And let's see, right now MVP is Jobo with 60 points. And then 4 points behind him is Zeeb with 56. And yeah, alright, so Royal is still out of... Oh, Royal's back.
Yeah, my power cut out for a sec.
Did you watch the stream? Or were you just trying to fix it?
I couldn't.
Or a quick recap of the past 2 races for the viewers and for you. I can't hear you, Royal, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So basically, the Jobo's in 1st overall, and let's just focus on this race actually. So let's see, Zeeb right now in 5th, dragging the green, as well as Valor in 3rd or 4th. And
who is that way back there and lost? The Morton. Is it K?
It could be. I'm not sure. He might have. I don't know what happened to him there, but Zeeb got redded out of glider. So right now, let's see. That's the coins. We have Felix in 10th behind Zeeb. Jobo's up there in about 4th or 5th. And we have Brandon here in 9th. Lots of coins there in the mud. Zeeb gets trailed by a banana. Uses the ghost, just go through everything. Avoid all the chaos with the items. Throwing the greens back, trying to get them. Felix in 7th. Brandon seems like got hit by something and fell down in the water at the glider. And let's see, right now... Oh, something just happened with top 2. They both got hit by the same item, it seems like. And so it's a tight middle of the pack here with the Roys up ahead. There's a blue now coming up. Oh, Zeeb. Alright, so Zeeb uses the shroom well to recover. Gets dragged by Teeples with the lag trail. K will overtake 8th place here. Zeeb gets the double box. It seems like Felix is in 2nd. He'll be taking the cut. Oh, but he gets hit. So let's see. Oh, no, he didn't. That was lag. So Felix will either pull 1st or 2nd. Zeeb coming in with 6th. Brandon with 4th place here. Falco Rex took 1st. So, yeah, right now, Zeeb still MVP of the room by 2 points over Jobo. 63 to 61. And then another 2-point difference. Xander in 3rd place. And then we have a tie for 4th. 50 points. It's a very close top 8, really. I mean, if you look at it in chunks, like top 3 is all within 4 points, and then you look at 4 through 8, and they're all within like to 4 points. We have Felix in 8th place with 46, and Falco X and Play are tied for 4th with 50. So it's a little bit of gap between top 3 and 4th, a 9-point gap. But right now, Z will be starting in 6th, Falco X in 1st, and Felix in 2nd, Sander in 3rd, Brandon in 4th, Valor in 5th. That's your top 6 starting right now. And the pick goes to Brandon with DK Jungle. And Brandon is starting in 4th place, so a good pick for him. Alright, so we're going into the 8th race here. Let's see, what is the chat saying? They are saying, I see long words in the chat. Yeah, I do too. Anyway, starting off here, the DK Jungle. I saw, alright, so it seems like Xander's dragging a green. Z barely gets to that bounce pad. And so now we have K, Play, and Zeeb in 2, 3, 4. Zeeb will take the cut, and he'll take 2nd. Jobo in 1st. Is he? Yeah, there he is. Jobo's dragging a green in 1st place. And, Zeeb gets redded here. Goes from 2nd to about 8th. Void's falling off. Misses the double, but does get a single. So we have Jobo in 1st right now. Behind Zeeb right here. Zeeb going for coins, but misses all of them. That's not going to be good for Zeeb. He's in the bottom spot. He needs coins. Clips the grass there. Decides to use his shroom. Jobo gets... Nope, he doesn't get hit. More lag for the mini-map. And let's see. So yeah, Jobo is running in 1st up there with, it looks like, K, I think, in 2nd. Zeeb just having fun here with the shortcut. T-Bull's in 6th place. Jobo's still running in 1st. Felix has fallen behind about a second, maybe 1.5 seconds behind. Oh, now he's falling even more behind. Might have DC'd, might have not. I don't think he did, though. Lots of fire. T-Bull has triple greens in 7th place. He could get some good snipes here on the straightaway. Fire back. Falco X decides to use the star, play it safe. Jobo is still up in 1st. He's been there ever since halfway through lap 1. No blue shell yet, though. So looking good for him. K trying to get to Falco X with the plant. Z misses the chain. K, yeah, so Z, let's see, because K has that triple green, so Z has to be cautious. There goes the blue going for Jobo. Jobo's been running for a while. Will it be enough to have him secure 1st even with the blue? Alright, so Jobo's still in 1st. There was a bomb, but it seems like Jobo will be fine to 1st place, unless he got shocked off. He might have gotten shocked off. I don't know if this is more lag. I think it is. I think Jobo still got 1st. Jobo and the minimap are not cooperating with me. But yeah, Jobo, Strike, Romsu, that's your top 3. And now Jobo is he's building distance for himself in 1st place. He's 7 points ahead of Zeeb right now. And then let's look at the bottom. Right now, we have a tie for 8th between Strike and T-Pulls. And then we have Valor, Brandon, and Romsu down there. 10, 11, 12. But let's see. Zeeb is going to pick Sunshine Airport. He is starting right now in 7th place. So, I don't know. Maybe he just... I don't know. He likes Sunshine Airport. It's a good, nice track. Lots of sunshine. Lots of planes. And I guess he gets to pick. So, yeah. So, Z will start in 7th place. And, Rookie might join us now for some analysis. Maybe. I don't know. So it's the 9th race. Jobo starting in 1st. We'll see if he can run it. Then we have, let's see, Strike starting in 2nd, Romster starting in 3rd. So Zeeb has a shroom here. I didn't see what happened to him, if something did. But he gets a nice draft, and just, it's very clean around that thing. And, it takes a nice cut. Goes for coins on the left. We have Jobo in 2nd, K in 1st. Romsu
Ready to go.
backs Zeeb there.
What's up?
Ooh, welcome, rookie.
Hey, so I wasn't really expecting to do this, I guess, but, 4 to go. Talk about a few things, I suppose, since we needed an extra. Gotta pull up chat really quickly, though. So, what's the demographic of this race looking like? Is Joe first still, or just two?
Yes. Right now, it seems like Jobo is in first with either K, I think, right behind him. And then we have Romsu. Oh, okay, so Romsu is now in second. And
Who's the DK?
I think the DK is Romsu.
Okay.
And
I'm not sure if I remember him using that in the former rounds, but sometimes people switch, I suppose. There's a fight for first going on right now. It looks like Joe's been displaced. He's still up there, though.
Yeah. So now Romsu
Is that a
is back
shocking
here.
bullet? No, that was a golden.
Zeeb gets starred after the glider, goes for the coins. That's one. But last place going into lap 3, Zeeb's going to have to...
This is the box also. One thing to note here is that if somebody who hasn't been scoring a lot of points is in first right now and Joe gets second, that is still a major victory for him, I'd say. Looks like he's fell down to third, though.
Yeah, for sure. I mean...
And you gotta wonder if in first that's possibly Xander, because he's been really quietly just hanging around top 3, top 4 this whole time.
Yeah. I mean, Xander right now...
Could definitely take it.
Yeah, he has third overall before this race.
Blue. Okay. Xander's really okay.
So Zeeb got hit by lots of stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be a big L for Zeeb right here. I think just about everybody else is kind of fighting for first here. Got in the top spots, but Zeeb's going to unfortunately fall. And it looks like Joe's going to extend his lead over him a little bit. Xander's catching up a little. He's right behind, so...
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, so Zeeb ends up getting... third overall, just by 1 point though, and Jobo has 84 points in first. Sander behind him with 78. And what you were talking about earlier with someone in the bottom spot getting first and Jobo getting second, I haven't played too many of these FFAs myself, but I don't know when you play if you take that into account, I should hit this person because
especially in the later rounds, you want to definitely target the people who are more of a threat to you, I guess. One thing that you gotta keep in mind here is that Xander's gonna get a Mute City pick, so that could be huge for him if he's starting in first.
That's very true.
One thing I've always considered doing is but it's more so a war strategy, because in FFA you obviously gotta fend for yourself. I wonder if somebody's not gonna go for the coins at the beginning and just mess everything up, give a bump, but I feel like nobody would want to risk it right now. So
yeah, I mean only 3 races left, and it's a close top 3.
And this is a really top 2 heavy track, I know. So. Actually, it may have been K who was starting in first. K is not out of this yet either. We haven't really been seeing him too much to begin with, but he's quietly had a pretty good final also. And if he pulls off a good GP3 as we call it, this could very easily turn in his favor, and he could be walking home with a copy of that game.
Yeah, for sure. He's always been in that close, 4th, 5th, just 2-3 points behind the top 3.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see.
There's a red behind him, so he's gonna have to watch out for that. I think he wants to shroom ahead if he can, but may have been taken out. I think it was a Wario who had it, so
yeah,
I don't know who's in first still.
Yeah, I don't know. There are lots of Mortons. It could be K.
I see Felix in second here.
Yeah, and what Royal was saying earlier.
I think Felix is a little bit far behind, but I think at this point really anybody could actually at least come up and get top 3 or something, maybe even win, but that'd take a crazy effort for anybody who's under 60 points right now.
Zeeb tried to dodge the red with the wall, but it didn't work out for him, so he's now at 9th. He'll probably opt to go for the double. And let's see, so yeah, we do have that Morton up in first. It could be K.
I think unfortunately for Zeeb, this may be, unless he pulls off a really good ending, this could be the end of his run here. This is not really the place you want to be back on DMC, lap 3, I guess, because it is really difficult to come back, and as we see some greens coming into play, and getting this double would be huge, but it's so hard with so many people around.
Yeah, he decides just to play.
That's just gonna be a single shroom.
So not looking good for Zeke here. He did snipe Valor, though.
He may be able to pull out a little bit. Felix is in top spot. Xander fall? I can't really. Oh no, there he is. Somebody took a red to the head. I think that was
Oh yeah.
teams at the very end there. I think Felix hung on.
Got Felix taking first. That's good for him.
It's only this top 3 is a lot of people who may have been kind of been counted out, I guess. A lot of people in the 60s. I know Felix just pulled into 4th place. I think a lot of people have not been seeing what he's up to.
Yeah, Jobo finished 8th place that race, so now the gap between
Joe and Xander, the UK battle, is only
3 points.
A 3-point difference.
Yeah. And then Zeeb is in 3rd, but he is 12 points away from Jobo.
And I'm not going to say it's over for Zeeb right now because, crazy stuff can happen in FFA, but it will be really difficult. It will be really difficult. He's gonna have to outplace him relatively decently, and to get top 2 in the finals, you got to be a really good player to begin with. So it's not easy to watch him get those bottom spots. May have to play. It really depends if he's content with just taking 3rd or not and fending off the people behind. But with the prize on the line, I would say you definitely want to be trying to make big plays, try to target the people in top 2, and just maybe pull something out here.
Yeah, T-Pulse finished 11th last race and gets Animal Crossing as his pick. Going into the last 2 races here.
He's been picking that one for a while. He got us a nice winner set up in the semis. Erie Autumn, this is my favorite season personally.
Yeah, I like
real
this
life,
one as well.
But for this map,
yeah,
I prefer the most.
I don't know. I might prefer. I think I like Spring the most. Just because
Spring's nice. I like the horns. The music for Spring.
So he has 4.
He hold on to first, but can't really be too much of a certainty on something like DAC. And as you see, Waluigi's going to be pulling to first. That could be Joe. Could be Brandon, I think, also. Yeah, I think it's... Well, maybe it's Brandon, but I think he got hit out regardless, so...
Yeah, it seems like...
You don't want to count out Felix right now, actually. Good. Well, there he goes and just gets hit, but... Remember, he's 4th. He's not too far behind.
Yeah, for sure. Zeeb takes these shrooms up here to the top spots. He's in 3rd here. Jobo goes for Redding T-Pulse, but
I saw a little bit of exchanges up there, and that's going to be a really annoying fire for Zeeb, still holding a top spot, but not in the condition I think he was hoping. He's going to watch out for some items. The DAC pick seemingly working out for Teeps right now. I think the storyline of this race is going to be what happens to Jobo at the end, because he is fending off. He's fending off Xander, as we know, and getting a good finish right here would be huge, and he could be safe from blues at this point also. That's gonna be a shock coming in. I think Xander is maybe the person who used it, so he's gonna be coming up. And as you gotta mention, you can never count out Xander because here he comes.
Yeah, he's going up there.
He's gonna get first right here. It looks like, unless Zeeb can have something. Zeeb's gonna get second. But Joe's gonna get 3rd. So the top 3 is just going to extend itself.
It's going to go down to the wire here in the last race.
No, it's a good race for Zeeb if you have the perspective that you want to. It's a good race for Zeeb if you got the perspective where you want to just solidify a top spot. But overall, you just lost a few more on Xander. So how much of a victory it is at the end of the day. Now, I don't want to say it's between Joe and Xander only, but for Zeeb to win this one, he's going to have to get first of all. That's absolutely necessary. Yeah. He has to get first.
That's going to be important for him.
Xander has got to get 10th or lower, and I think Joe has got to get 8th or lower. So that's rough. That is really rough.
Felix goes with the Turnpike pick.
I think Joe can solidify it with a first. I think he's only 2 points behind.
It's gonna be cheese.
At this point, he's just gonna want to outplay Xander, and man, it really pains me to see it end on this one. To be honest, because
it
really just pains me to see it end on cheese. But I guess we'll see what happens. This may be.
It's anyone's game here for the top.
It may be a little bit more of a check for Xander and Zeeb, I think, because I know Joe's been up front running a lot, and that's not really something that you want on cheese as much. Xander, we saw dodged up at the very end there, so perhaps he's ready to potentially do it again. See, he kind of dropped at the beginning. Joe's just content to front run. So Zeeb right now has got to be thinking like, well, I don't really have good chances to begin with anyway. So like the odds of me like pulling something out of my ass here, it's honestly pretty high compared to other stuff. But
yeah, I mean, he was trying to bag, and even though he's in fourth, he's still first is way up there. So he gets the star on triple shrooms. Those Waluigi's are gone, but
what do you got to consider? What do you also got to consider right now is I don't know about that reroll. You're not trying to backspin.
Yeah.
Oh, you should definitely win for Xander right there. Anything to inconvenience him right now. I'm not sure why he's holding on to the green. Is Joe in first? Like, I feel like he's got to be hoping for like just some random lap 2 shock that just ruins every like single calculation. Yeah. So if he's in first, like he's got to. I wouldn't be too worried about Zeeb dodging it. Like he's got to outplay Xander. So I think Xander's banking entirely on something happening at the end here.
I mean, yeah, Jobo is very far ahead.
There's the shock that Joe may have wanted actually, because that's just gonna knock a lot of items out of people. So
yeah, I mean, you get that shock out of the way early.
Interesting enough, Zeba's set up pretty well right here. I think Joe has a shroom that could be really big here, but he's gonna have to watch out for Zeeb's plan. Okay, I think Zeeb's gonna opt to use these at the very end. He's gonna have to watch out for K. K has a boo, so that could wreak havoc. I don't know if I don't even know if I want to pass. If I'm not sure what he did there. I don't know what happened to Joe. First of all, now if I've seen a lot of MK, but I feel like Xander may be the one who may be coming out on top right now. Unless they're both in the back. What we may not be realizing is if Zeeb just steals his first right here. He's not going to because K took the cut. It's gonna be between Joe and Xander. I see Joe. I see
Xander getting.
I think Xander's gonna take it because I see 2 Waluigi's in the back. So
yeah,
as you know, it never count Xander out throughout the match. He will surprise you, and there he is.
Xander takes the win.
Feels like this may have been something that could have definitely been expected, but
yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what happened to Jobo there at the end, but you know, he was running for a majority of the race, and he was pretty far ahead, and the shock, you know, didn't really like affect him in a bad way, which was good for him that it didn't screw him over. But in the end, you know, just last race, Cheeseland, Xander takes the win.
So thinking that maybe we want to get in, I think Joe actually hit himself with something. So that is quite unfortunate because he may have had a top spot at the end. I know he had a shroom in second, so I'm not entirely sure what happened at the very end. I know Zeeb used 2 shrooms. I'm not entirely sure why, but definitely.
Zeeb was making some questionable decisions with the chainings throughout that race, but I mean, he ended up in 3rd place overall with 94 points, and then top 2 was Xander with 110 and Joba with 105. So, and then, I mean, you look, and there's really no like.
I think he's gonna be hopping in 1 second. Somebody move him.
But yeah, I mean, it was a very fun war, starting with Baby Park. You know it's going to be fun when you start with Baby Park. You have, I mean, so the top 6, we can just look at it now. We have Xander. Oh, speaking of, is that him?
Hello, Xander. Feels like 2016 all over again right now. Congratulations, first of all.
Yeah, thank you.
I know I like to annoy you, so I'm going to bring up Dak, of course. So you want to talk about that? What happened? Saw you definitely profiting there at the end. I want to hear the full story.
I can't remember what exactly happened, like lap 1 and 2. I remember getting hit to the back, and I pulled, I think like a shroom and a star, something like that, in the glider lap 2. And I figured like my only like chances of like beating Joe that race, since obviously my competition was Joe at the time, was to get the shock. So I sat at the last set for a little while and hope like to obviously increase the chances of it. And I chained my star, and what do you know? I actually got it, which obviously is lucky, but
some nice Xander luck right there.
Yeah, but I would.
Now this one was very close at the very end. Now I know a lot of times you've had the lead for a majority of the match, but this time kind of came from behind. You were consistently top 3 for most of the match. Finally getting the good stuff that you need at the very end there. What was going on? What was going on in DCL? Because obviously that was a pretty high stress race. You had to stay ahead of Joe for the most part. So how do you make it work?
Well, at first, admittedly, I probably shouldn't have played it the way I did. It didn't cross my mind that Joe was going to run, and it also didn't cross my mind that 10 people in the room were going to bag. I know Joe does run that course a lot. At least that's what I've noticed. Maybe he just had a day today where he decided to do so, and he usually bags. But he was running a top 2 with one of the dudes like up there, and I was one of the 10 people in the back.
Yeah, that must have been really scary because we know that DCL very different course than FFA than like actual wars and stuff. A lot of the time you can kind of bank on a lap 2 shock to just kind of throw off all momentum everybody has, make a bagging sometimes dangerous, but still pretty easy to come back on compared to other courses, of course.
Typically in FFAs, I bag like a lot less. I would bag on a lot of courses in like a 2v2 FFA and higher. But in an FFA, I find it's a lot better to like take Electrodrome, for example, to just drive and stay like near the top with a lot of protection. Don't try to actually hit anyone. Just focus on not getting hit yourself. And staying in second as much as you can, because obviously you don't want to get blued.
I've noticed a lot of people throwing reds in second very early and stuff. I'm like, you could definitely get blued in this game. I think second's very, very comfy. So
that's like the reason why I was worried mainly, because obviously because of that, because bagging is kind of nerfed in my opinion in FFAs. That's like mainly why I was worried about Cheeseland at the beginning, because of course like the minority, like if there's 2 people bagging, whoever's bagging will have an advantage. If there's 2 people running, whoever's running will have more of an advantage. And especially in a format where, in my opinion, running is better, except on a few courses, I definitely thought that there was a chance for him to just stay like up there the entire race and beat me. So I was kind of worried. In the end,
maybe the shock on lap 2 could have potentially helped solidify it. I know he had a shroom high up in second on the final race, but some unfortunate events occurred. I think he got hit by something. I don't know if it was his own thing. I think it may have been, but
something I'm wondering.
Something happened up front.
I mean, obviously going into
the tide. Sorry, go ahead, Rod.
Yeah, no, sorry. But I mean, going to the last race, obviously, it's like, you know, lots of pressure. Like, you know what you need to do. But I'm looking here, and after race 8, I'm pretty sure it was at DK Jungle. You were at 66 points, 10 points behind Jobo, and so going into, you know, as P3, the last 4 races, like what was your game plan here to, you know, get those 10 points back? And
typically, like, okay, again, like I was saying before, in FFAs I generally play a lot like more defensively. I don't really try to hit people, but when I'm in a situation like that where I'm like, okay, I have to catch someone, that's when I get like, that's kind of when I become what I am in other formats. As weird as that sounds, I get really aggressive when I have the opportunity to. So that's, I guess, maybe kind of a boring answer, but I just try to hit the person more. And I kind of, like, you can't really chain a lot of good races in FFAs. You can't really run a bunch of races in a row, so I wasn't worried too much.
Especially at the track picking, of course, you know.
Yeah.
It's really hard to get your picks.
Yeah, I was a little bit worried, however, like how he ran Diga Jungle and got first, and then Sunshine Airport got picked, and I was like, okay, he could run this track. That, you know, that's bad. But thankfully, I believe K did some maneuvering lap 2 or something and passed him and forced him to like kind of surrender first, and then K actually ended up bumming him on the line at the end of the race.
So what you're saying is SVC teamwork, of course.
Yeah.
And if that's wrong, then it's HC teamwork, because you guys are clearly helping each other out.
I mean, like, honestly,
we found the secret, everybody.
It comes from experience, honestly. I think next time, like, Joe will know, like, in a situation like that, like, even though the guy who like is behind him, he wants to beat, like, he should go, you know, he'll know next time not to stay in the tight line or whatever last turn, because you don't want to get like bummed or greened on the line or anything like that. Like you
Yeah.
just kind of want to secure what you have.
Especially
And
with so much on the line. So somebody
Yeah.
like K who was top 6 in the standings for most of it, I think, ended up
Mhm.
getting 4th. He still had a lot to play for there, and eliminating a
Yeah.
threat who was in top 2 is like top priority at that point.
Yeah, and I've played this game for a long ass time, so I've been that's happened to me like plenty, being hit right exactly there where Joe did. So I kind of like knew, like, you don't want to go tight there.
Yeah.
I have a question from the audience here. Xander, how do you transfer your Fortnite skills to Mario Kart 8?
I don't know, dude.
Thank you, Swaggly.
I use test tubes.
Test tubes.
Yeah, I use test tubes. Other than I can't really disclose much more because
It's
You
a
wear
secret.
sunglasses?
confidential detail. I mean, maybe a lot of confidential details though that I can't really get into.
MK8 game changers are being hidden, everybody. Write it down. Try to figure out what it is.
But honestly, I came into this like I obviously wanted to win. Like when I play something, I want to win. 'Cause I'm really competitive. But I wasn't really very confident because I haven't been playing that much recently. And like going into the finals, I was a little bit more confident because obviously I played all the rounds, I'd at least warmed up. But I played really well actually in finals. A lot of I guess you could say unfortunate stuff happened, which was that was kind of tedious, like difficult to deal with. But honestly, it happens to the good majority of people in rooms like that. Like everyone gets to deal with their own fair share of everything, really. Like it's like FFA rooms in this game are chaotic. I'm just, I guess, relieved that I didn't cost myself because the one thing I do get upset at when I play is if I mess up, and that's why I don't really enjoy playing when I'm not active.
Yeah.
So if I like ended up just choking it, I would be really upset.
Yeah. Can't always control RNG, but you can control your opportunities at times.
Yeah.
So, any final words you want to have before we head off?
I don't know, really. I guess thank you for hosting it. I didn't really think I'd be. I didn't really think of playing at first, but I had quite a bit of fun regardless.
For all the people watching at home, what tips would you give them for the next tournament?
The next tournament. Okay. Well, are we just talking like another? Okay. I guess in terms of 1v1, again. I mean, it's pretty much what I said. You just don't throw things at other people. Just focus on surviving yourself. Don't bag so much in these, and stay in second. That that other than that, I'm not really sure. Just play the game. Like experience, hell of a lot important. Probably the most important thing.
All right. Well, I think is that it for the interview with our
I
champion?
think we have about what we need, I guess. Thank you, Xander. Congratulations. Enjoy the victory and eventually the prize. You better play me an ultimate now. No excuses.
You'll kick my
this
ass.
this is a victory either way, because if Joe or Zeeb won, also they would have also had to play me. So no excuses.
Yeah.
Yeah, so once
Congratulations.
again, congratulations to you, Xander, taking the win. Also, congratulations to Joba with the close second and Zeeb with the close third. We're going to close out here.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. We will catch you soon with news. MKU starting next week. If you are not confirmed yet, I think may have been past the deadline already. I'm not even sure. I know it's soon, though. It's starting next week, so get ready for that and more tournaments to come. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, we'll look forward to some more MKCentral casting in the future. More tournaments coming your way. And thanks, everyone, for tuning in today.
All right. See you later, everybody. Have a good one.